Hi, this is Luke with the Gamer, and let's talk about some of the best builds and light cones for Natasha in Honkai Star Rail. Natasha is a 4-star physical element abundance character in Honkai Star Rail. As a follower of the abundance path, Natasha specialises in healing her allies using restorative techniques. This makes her an extremely valuable character in more difficult content. If you're looking for the best builds for Natasha, then you've come to the right place. In this video, we'll take a look at the best relics, planar ornaments and light cones to use with Natasha, as well as a few tips for upgrading her traces and using her in battle. So let's get started. When it comes to relics and planar ornaments, to bolster Natasha's healing effectiveness, you'll want to use relics that increase Natasha's maximum HP. This is because her healing skills scale based on her maximum HP, meaning upgrading this stat will make her healing stronger. To that end, we recommend using the following relics with Natasha. For the regular relic set, we recommend the Passerby of Wandering Cloud set. This 2-piece bonus of the set increases outgoing healing by 10%, while the 4-piece bonus restores a skill point at the start of battle. Overall, these relics make Natasha's healing much stronger. As for the planar ornaments, we recommend the Fleet of the Ageless set. This increases the wearer's max HP by 12%, and if their speed is greater than 120, all allies' attack stats will be increased by 8%. The most important thing here is the increased health, but if you can get Natasha to reach 120 speed, the damage buff to the other allies will be greatly beneficial. But on your other relics, here are the best main stats you should look for. For the body, you should look for outgoing healing or HP. As for feet, planar sphere and link rope, you should be looking for the ones that increase your maximum HP the most. If Natasha's healing is already strong enough to fully restore your party, then you might want to focus on speed instead to gain the bonus effects from the Passerby of Wandering Clouds 4-piece set. There are quite a few good choices for light cones when it comes to Natasha, so let's take a look at them and why they're so good. First of all is the Time Waits for No One 5-star light cone. This one is perfect for Natasha as it increases her maximum HP by 18% and her outgoing healing by 12%. Plus, when the wearer heals an ally, this heal is recorded and then acts as the base for a secondary attack when the wearer uses their normal attack. The only downside to this light cone is that it can only be obtained from warping, meaning it won't be as accessible as our other options. Next is the 4-star light cone, Post-Op Conversation. This is Natasha's signature light cone, increasing the wearer's energy regeneration by 8% and the outgoing healing of their ultimate by 12%. Overall, this light cone synergizes very well with Natasha, allowing her to use her ultimate more often, which will allow her to heal her teammates a lot more often as well. You could also consider Warmth Shortens Cold Nights. This light cone is a nameless honor light cone that increases the wearer's maximum HP by 16% and heals all allies for 2% of their max HP when the wearer uses a basic attack or skill. The area of effect heal provided by this light cone is almost negligible, but the big increase to max HP can make it worth it if you don't have post-op conversation. Another 4-star light cone you could consider is Shared Feeling. This increases the wearer's outgoing healing by 10% and provides all allies with 2% energy when using a skill. This light cone is great for boosting the ultimate recharge rate for all allies while healing a bit more with Natasha's skill and ultimate. Moving on to 3-star light cones, you could consider Cornucopia. This is a light cone that increases the outgoing healing of the wearer's skill and ultimate by 12%. The bonuses are pretty good considering the light cone's rarity, but the base stats are outclassed by light cones of a higher rarity. Another 3-star you could consider is Fine Fruit. This one regenerates 6 energy for all allies at the start of the battle. While not the best, it is good for short battles where you want to use your ultimates quickly at the start of the fight. However, for Natasha, there are a lot of better choices as we've mentioned earlier. Natasha has a few good passive talents and abilities that should be upgraded to bring her to her full potential. If you check out the original guide on the Gamer, there's a more detailed breakdown of every stat in her traces. For now, we'll just focus on what you should be looking at when you're upgrading her traces. Mainly, you should focus on her skill, ultimate and talent first, then follow it with her attack and technique. Her skill is her most useful asset, so increasing its effectiveness should be a priority, and unlocking Soothe and Recuperation should also be high on your list of priorities, as these abilities can drastically increase Natasha's effectiveness. With the number of build options available for characters in Honkai Star Rail, it can get confusing when it comes time to prioritise which materials to get and where to spend them. For Natasha, you'll want to be careful when stacking max HP and outgoing healing, as this can lead to diminishing returns at higher levels. Depending on your party's max HP and defense stats, having the highest healing power you can get might not be worth it. For example, if Natasha's skill is healing for way more health than any of your characters even have, you might want to cut down on those stats in favour of others. Speed, defense and even attack may provide more benefits than maximum HP and outgoing healing at higher levels, so try to balance your stats effectively to maximise Natasha's effectiveness in battle. Due to the way Natasha's skills work, it may be beneficial to wait for an ally's health to go below 30% before healing them. This tactic can be risky, but the healing bonus makes it worth it. Healing allies below 30% health will make the effects of the healing even stronger. And finally, try to always save at least one skill point to heal allies in a pinch, and save Natasha's ultimate for when 2 or 3 allies are hurt. You'll want to wait to use these limited abilities to maximise their usefulness. Even with no Idolon levels, Natasha is already an extremely powerful healer. Her levels only work to increase this effectiveness, but they are a bit more situational, relying on the character being healed at less than 30% health. Overall, these Idolons are good, but not worth heavily investing into. However, due to Natasha being a 4-star character, and one you can obtain for free from the story, there is a chance that you will get a duplicate or 2 of her later down the line through warps. Any Idolon levels you unlock for her will be beneficial, but don't prioritise upgrading her to level 6. So that's our advice on some of the best builds for Natasha in Honkai Star Rail. If you've got any tips of your own, then feel free to leave them in the comments below, and otherwise check out thegamer.com for more.